Right now, I'm sure there are certain key points or key elements in the Silva method. And maybe you could share with us what are they, just a few, what are the key elements in the Silva method when you actually give your trainings or your speeches, your talk?
Oh, okay. You see, the basic premise of the Silva method is relaxation, which is very, very important, because when you want to reach the optimal level of brain-mind function, your brain has got to be at its relaxed state, and that would be the alpha brain frequencies.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, the alpha brain frequencies. And this state of relaxation, this mental state of relaxation allows, first and foremost, there's a biological change in the brain.
All right.
There's an emission, there's an increased turnover rate of serotonin.
Okay.
Endorphin that gets released. It's a feel-good kind of hormone that gets released. Yes,
the happy hormones, that's what we call it. That's what they call me here, happy hormones.
Yes, yes, you're full of that, definitely, Shah. You know, your ability to actually look even beyond your problem, you are very optimistic. So this hormone actually helps you.
I see.
Helps you to feel good and be very optimistic about things. And then there is also a physiological lean to it, because you see, we have the right brain faculty, which is very creative, and it comes up with problem-solving abilities and all that. So the gateway to the right brain opens up when you're in the relaxed state.
I see. So you got to be relaxed first.
Yes,
okay?
that's right.
Relax first.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Now we have some graphics actually, which you have provided, which we're going to show our viewers right now, and maybe you can explain to them what we're seeing right now. There. This is something from the Silva method. Now, what is that actually?
The first one actually tells about our self-image, our self-concept. How we believe of ourselves, how we look at ourselves will determine how we are going to view the world, you see.
Okay, because the image just now look like we're looking at a mirror or something. It says the arrow is like reflecting like that.
Yeah, that's right. You see, we look through a filter, and whatever filter that we see through, the perception from which you see through the world or your experience will determine how it is going to be reflected back to you as well. Okay. Like, for example, if you feel that you lack in certain abilities, you have very low confidence in yourself. Okay. If you look at yourself as being not worthy, that you're lacking, that somebody else is better than you, you know, kind of, then you will look at everything else and every experience that way. Yeah.
That's a bit.
And if somebody kind of give you a certain kind of look, and
you immediately feel intimidated, or
yes, you feel intimidated, and you want to kind of hide, you know, or say, you know, why is he doing this to me, you know, rather than saying, hey, it's an opportunity for me to shine, you know, for example, if you're very positive and optimistic.
But not everyone can actually grasp that whole concept of, like you said, instead of taking it as an opportunity, they will still feel, oh, why is that person looking at me? And you feel insecure immediately. You don't know whether you're doing something wrong. You're very conscious of yourself. So that, I think, when you mentioned that, a lot of people still wonder, like you say, okay, that's how you want to unleash your potential. So how do we overcome that? Is there any way to overcome? Because no matter what happens, there will always be people in this life right now, there will always be people who feel that way. Say, oh, that person is looking at me. Okay, then immediately you feel intimidated. Then you say, a person gives you a certain look, immediately I feel, okay, am I doing something wrong? Will there ever be a way for us to just brush it off? Like, you know?
Oh, you certainly cannot brush it off, but you certainly can learn a process of unlearning those beliefs that didn't serve you.
Okay, all
that
right.
kind of hold you back in your life, you know.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. That's a very nice way of putting it. So you have to, but there is a way, of course, a method to unlearn that particular bit, of course.
Yes, to unlearn and then relearn patterns that can serve you in your life.
Okay.